I want to talk to some people today who wonder, why does my life feel so small, so insignificant in comparison to other lives that I've seen online and just the things my friends and people I've met, the things they do much bigger things than me. I want to encourage you today. You have some time? Let's talk about it. Well, welcome back to Matters of the Heart, where we talk about the things that matter. Question for you. Have you ever looked at your life and thought, is this it? You see people online doing big things and launching ministries and building businesses, writing books, traveling around the world. And you feel, what about me? What are my big things? What am I supposed to do that is big like that? In light of what you're doing, you say, I'm living, working, raising kids, showing up, and trying to just be a good person. What about me? And sometimes it feels ordinary. It feels small. It feels unseen. Today I want to remind you of something very powerful. Purpose doesn't always feel big, and faithfulness will always matter more than fame. As a matter of fact, when I hear those type of conversations, when people are talking about those things, I think about my life. Think about some of the things that I've been blessed to be able to do, to travel around the world and to engage with various people and teach and learn in other places that I wouldn't have been able to dream of going to when I was a kid. And then I look at my life in light of where I am now after the ailments and after all the things that I've recently been through, a lot of what has occurred in recent times with my illnesses and things. And I'm not able to move around like I used to, not able to travel as much as I used to. But at the same time, for God to walk in and say, I want you to start a YouTube channel. And I don't want you to worry about views. I don't want you to worry about all of the things that get you monetization and all of that. Don't worry about that. What I want you to put in front of everything is I want you to be an encourager. I want you to encourage people who are everyday people that could use a smile. They could use something to let them know that I'm here and I'm with them. That's why Matters of the Heart even happened. Because in light of all the evil things that are being said and done in our world, we need some encouraging things to offset that balance. My assignment was given to me through that. Otherwise, I now have a normal, everyday life that if I didn't really look deeper at who I am and my family, the ways God has blessed us, I could get really, really upset and say, I'm not doing big things anymore. And I could get sad about it. But I want to tell you something. Everything that God allows you to do, every assignment that he hands you, every mission that he puts in your heart says something about who you are to him. Don't worry about what people say. Don't worry about what they do. You be the best you that you can be. I want to talk about this. We've been sold a big lie. Somewhere along the way, we started believing that purpose has to look dramatic. Social media, highlighting cultures, viral influence, big platforms, loud impact. They're selling their songs and their sermons are going viral. They're a major influencer that has a monetized platform. And every time I look on their social media page, I see that they're traveling and doing big things. I would like to do big things. I need to tell somebody that every morning when you open your eyes to God, it's a big thing. He loves you that much. And I just want to encourage your heart and let you know that what you have and who you are enough. You are enough. You see, we've confused visibility with value. I'm just a nobody. We just sing one part of that song, that little piece right there, and we live on that little piece. And we feel like I'm nobody. We've confused applause with assignment. Don't live for the applause of men, because if you do, when the clapping and the cheering stops, you'll collapse. You, my friend, will become spiritually, emotionally, and mentally dead. And you can't afford to let that happen to you. Just because it's not public doesn't mean it's not powerful. Nobody may ever see the things that you do. They may never see the things that God gives you as assignments. They may never know about the people that you walk up to on the street and bless them with food and clothing and all the things that you do, all the things that you're going to do. The masses may never find out about those things. But I want you to start looking at them through eyes of God's grace. Every step you take is a blessing. It's a miracle, and to God, it's big. I want to speak to someone who feels average. Maybe you work a job that doesn't feel glamorous. You may be a parent, changing diapers and paying bills. Maybe you serve in ways that no one ever thanks you for. You never get the gratitude or any of those things. You've just been consistent. You always show up. You show up on time and you get it done. I want to reassure you, the world may celebrate stages, but heaven celebrates consistency. Oh God. Some of the most powerful work God does in us and through us happens hidden, and they happen in hidden places. Friend, I want you to do something for me. I want you to work on this. This is something that we can all do. find purpose in the small things. Find purpose in the small things. Purpose is not always with a microphone. Sometimes it's just a conversation that you have with someone. You might not even know the person. It might just be somebody that you met along the way, and it's a conversation that plants good in another heart. That's a big thing. That's your purpose. It's not always a platform. Sometimes it's patient. It's bearing with someone that is struggling to become, struggling to come up. And you don't even understand why you've been assigned to this person, but God keeps telling you to have patience. Even in situations, have patience, because patience is a big thing. Don't let anybody speak to your mind and to your heart and have you out here thinking, my life is so small. I'm not doing the things that they're doing. Have you ever heard the phrase, comparison kills? Don't try to compare yourself to anyone else. Just be who God has called you to be. It's not always a spotlight. Sometimes it's showing up when you're tired. For example, the father who keeps trying, the wife who keeps praying, the friend who checks in, the worker who does their job with integrity. Friend, all those things matter. Small faithfulness builds deep impact. My friend, you matter. And everything that you do, it matters. The lives that you impact, they matter. Faithfulness versus fame. Let's talk about that. Fame is about being known by many. Faithfulness is about being trusted by God. Let me say that again. Fame is about being known by many. And faithfulness is about being trusted by God. Fame is loud. Faithfulness is steady. You see the difference? Your faithfulness is so amazing. It's big. Fame fades. Faithfulness forms character. Long after your fame is gone, your faithfulness is still working. It pulls you closer to God. It helps you to help others. It builds strength. You can be famous and empty, but you can't be faithful and waste it. Your faithfulness is a major, big thing. Keep on being faithful. Keep on believing. Don't stop trusting the Almighty who created you. For the one who feels unseen, if you feel unseen right now, I want you to hear this clearly. You're not overlooked. You're being developed. You're not overlooked. You're being developed. Did you know that crushing of the olive creates the oil that we use tons of every year? Did you know that feet and wine presses, pressing those grapes and squeezing the liquid out of those grapes And them being bottled over time creates amazing wine. Did you know that time and pressure creates diamonds? Could it be that God is up to something in you? You're not overlooked. You're being developed. I need to let you know something here. Hidden seasons are not punishment. They are preparation. God will hide you behind a curtain where no one can see you until he gets ready for you to be seen. If he moves his hand, if he moves his curtain before you're ready, you don't have what needs to be in you to be effective. So he'll keep you behind the curtain of anonymity. Don't despise the quiet season. The quiet seasons. It's time of preparation. Don't rush your growth. Your growth is like wine. The more time it has to ferment, the better it is. Don't measure your impact by applause. Because when the applause stops, you'll stop. You'll give up. You'll become depressed because you valued the wrong thing. We sing to him, great is thy faithfulness, but we don't count our own faithfulness as a big thing. If we are faithful, that's not counted as small. In all that you do, be faithful. Some of the greatest stories in Scripture started with people doing ordinary things. They weren't chasing platforms. Nope. They were tending fields, looking after animals, serving families, and being consistent. David was out in the field minding his own business, looking after the animals and playing the harp, writing songs. God is great and greatly to be praised. His father came to him and said, hey, I need you to take something down to your brothers on the battlefield. And that was the beginning for David. When the time came, these people who were doing small things, they were ready because faithfulness had shaped them. Let me say that again. They were ready at the appointed time because faithfulness had shaped them. Time had increased their value. Not their general regular value, but the value of what was put inside them. Faithfulness. This week, I want you to do something for me. Stop asking, God, how big is my purpose? When for me? When will I be able to do big things? Stop asking that, my friend. But ask this. Am I being faithful with what's in front of me? Here's another one. Do I value what you are building inside of me in this quiet season? I want to encourage you to show up. Keep showing up. Do everything that you do with power and do it as unto God. Be kind. Be kind to people. Some of the most talented people I've met in my life are mean. I'm not calling nobody out. I'm just telling you. Some folk are so mean and they say any and everything to people and then go get up in the pulpit or get on the stage with a mic and start singing about how they love God. Be kind. Be authentically kind. Keep learning. Never stop. Keep studying. Do what you got to do to make sure that when the time comes and the season of waiting is over and the curtain lifts, that you're ready. Here's a big one. Stay consistent. Value the small things and do them well. I want you to hear me real good. Big impact oftentimes grows out of small obedience. The little thing that God said to do, and you gave it no thought, you just obeyed him, and you did it. It weighs so much more than you think. If you've been feeling ordinary, if you've been feeling small, you've been wondering whether your life matters, let me remind you, faithfulness is never wasted. It will pay off. And you won't be able to ignore the fact that your faithfulness brought you to a place where you could be used, in power. You may not go viral, you may not trend, but if you stay steady, if you stay consistent, and if you stay grounded, your life will matter in ways that you may never fully see. Your faithfulness is actually building a legacy. Legacies outlive us. You never know how what you're doing or what you've been called out to do is affecting someone or will affect someone long after you're gone. You never know. That's why we got to do it from our hearts. No matter how small it looks. We got to do it with everything that's in us because to somebody, it matters. Please keep being consistent. Please see your life as a big thing. Some people didn't make it as far as you have. But look where God has brought you from. And he's going to take you to a place that's going to blow your mind. And one day you'll be able to look back and look at his track record and see how big your life was. My friend, you're amazing. You are amazing. Absolutely a beautiful person. How do you know that? How do I know that? Because God made you. And God does all things well. Do me a favor. Keep on praying. Keep on believing. Stay consistent. Stay faithful. And you will see what God will do in and through you. God bless you, my friend. Do me a favor. Share this channel with someone. Like, share, subscribe. Join us in the comments. Peace.